uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom. Well, hello there, humans of his earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bushka, and today we're going to be looking at the song Hanging on a Wire by Mr. Paul Weller, the mod father himself, the big dog of the mod. And Mr. Weller and I got together the other night at the Sydney Opera House. I went and saw him live. I was little Stevie Craddock and the other humans rumbling and stumbling along, and it was amazing. I particularly loved the arrangement they had on You Do Something To Me, and it was a song that I've never learnt, and I figured it's about bloody time you learnt that. So I went home and figured it out myself, and I came up with my own little special sauce, and it's not the same as the special sauce that I see on a lot of the humans out there when I went and checked it on YouTube, but I prefer it, and I thought I would do the video, show you how it's done, and then we'll talk about it from there. But let's talk about Paul Weller. So the opening thing in this song is that it's a piano. That's a difficult thing to do. But one of the best reasons to try and learn songs on your own before you go and look on YouTube, just give it a shot, give it half an hour of your time, is it will actually allow you to maybe get a different take on the song. This is the way I play it. The intro is like... It's that intro is really where it's at for me. I think it sounds a lot nicer than the other ways I've seen it played. The main other way I see that played is at the very top of the key. Now you're keeping the same open strings, but you're playing an E power chord down here at the 7th with the bass note, the E note, doubling the E note here. So it's like you've got, if you think of it this way, it's like you're playing a piano. There's your left hand with the E, and then your right hand is playing these two strings. The D string on the 9th and the A string on the 7th, and then the open G string behind it. So your left hand is like bass. And it's very much more like a piano chord, I feel, anyway. That's just how I feel. That's how I like to play it. You should learn this way as well. Because what you can do during the song to give it a little bit of texture, particularly if you're like the only guitar in the song, is you go like... And the next go round, you might go... Playing it up an octave at the 12th fret, or 14th fret, as the case may be. Anyway. So the intro, power chord at the 7th, E power chord, without the 2nd, the G string is open, and it's just little pinky comes down and hammers into that. Well, you don't have to hammer it. You can pick it. That's at the 9th fret on the A string. Leave everything else exactly where it is. And if you're on an acoustic, you can even go... or an electric. Hey, whatever makes your socks roll up and down, baby. That's what I'm up to. And then the You Do Something To Me part, I will play the D string at the 2nd fret with the G string underneath it open. 2nd, 4th, 5th, and then I'll slide it all the way up to the 9th. Yeah, baby. And then a full D triad at the 7th fret. Now that is just D string, G string, B string at the 7th fret. One finger's enough for that, baby. One finger will do all the work you need on that one. So it's, again. And then I'm just playing fills in there that I know that you can play. If you're playing a D chord, which is a major bar chord, you can go, it's like just the fill you do. So Do we really want to go this far off track? I'll show you this one fill. So it's 1, your A string at the 5th fret. Move it up 2 frets. So that's your first note. 2 frets, 2 frets. Drop it back to the D string at the 7th fret. 2 frets to the 9th. G string over here at the 7th fret. 2 frets to the 9th, you get it? B string over here at the 7th fret. 3 frets to the 10th. And the same as again there. On the E string at the top, I'll drop it all the way back. No. Yes. But that's something I'll do a fill with. So if you've got any major bar chords, you can do that. Like, say you're... they're just fills, right? We might do a whole lesson on fills. There's lots of those cheat fills. If you want the cheat fills, let me know, and I'll put them down there. Where was I? 2nd, 4th, 5th, 9th, D triad at the 7th. And then I do something a little bit different. The lessons I've seen on YouTube have it go either an A minor or an A minor 7, and then that big fat B7 chord. But I actually like to leave it roll. So I'll go, you do something to me. A minor 7. I'm just picking those notes again. So I'm going like, and I'm leaving them open. I'm using the same chord shape. A minor 7, which is C at the 2nd fret on the B string, open, and then the E on the 2nd fret on the D string, and the A is open as well. So it's just slide it up too, and you get a really lovely dissonant chord. So it's no, it's not like that at all. It's this 2nd, 4th, 5th. 9th, triad, fill. Back to that original piano chord we showed you. By we, I mean me, not the other guy here. Now, I generally don't do that run every single time I play it, like this part. Sometimes I'll just hold the E chord here. You do something to me. You hit your D chord, right? And that's the verse. And then you go into the chorus. Now you go into the chorus just holding that E down. And that's where I will use that open E minor chord. So it's like, hanging on a wire for the love I'll never find. I'm hanging on. This is a lovely chord. It's a G on the bass at the 3rd fret. Then it's like a C7. Well, it is a C7, but you've got a G bass there, okay? So you're putting your... It's important you get this fingering correct. It's the ring finger. You can tell it's the ring finger because it's got the ring on it. At the 3rd fret, the E string. And then it's your pinky on the 3rd fret on the G string, the 4th string down, and then it's this finger here, that one, on the 2nd fret, the D string, and then you're putting the C down again, just like in the A minor 7, over here at the 1st fret, 2nd string, the B string. So it's, I'll run straight up to that chord for you and show you how it goes. I go back to the verse chords here, this I've listened to it again and again, and I don't know if that's right, but I think it sounds good, and I think that makes all the difference. And when I sing it, I prefer it. But I've seen people who do it, and Paul Weller probably does it, by muting these top two strings with his thumb and goes, hear that? So it's just that A minor 7. But I don't want to do that, and this is how I do it. So it's hanging on a wire, and I'm waiting for the chord. You have this nifty little run that you're going to use all the time in your life, going from a B minor to a 7 chord or something. So it's, or an E minor rather. So it's just a normal E minor chord, and then you go slide up. So first fret, third string down, up to the second fret. C7 chord again. And we just did the C7 chord with the G bass, but this is a C7 chord with a C bass. So it's just the same as before, right? Everything is the same apart from having a finger up there. We now have it down one string on the C. And I'm waiting for the change. I'll play those in order for you. So it's hanging on a wire. Waiting for the change. Dancing through the fire. Now, this is where I'll play like a... That's the thing that I like to do to climb those chords. It's a G and an A, right? So it's... That's how they go into it. I've seen people on YouTube do this, but this is how I like it. So it's dancing through the fire. Then back to that. So that is just holding and tapping down like a G chord. Third fret on the E string, top string. That's that C note again. Second fret, second string, first fret. It's pretty much the whole song. The solo, I didn't really do much with the solo. Stevie Craddock plays it, and he's so good at staying in the pocket. There's some lap steel in there, it sounds like, as well. I've not figured that out. I'm like, this is an arrangement for one guitar, and there's just no space in there. So the solo isn't really about spraying your fingers around the neck. It's like a big descending bend at the 15th fret. So it's lots of vibrato. And that's the main part of the solo. If you nail that, you can then be really tasteful with the rest of it. It doesn't matter what you play, and you don't overplay it. It's not a solo that's there to really, get the girls showing the knickers at the stage. It's not that at all. It's not like a Blizzard of Ours or something like that. This is just like, and I would honestly play around the chords more than I would play the solo. So you start with like that descending bend. And that's the D. It's almost like just that one note is so cool. If you're playing on an acoustic, you can also bend it back up here at the 10th fret. Because you'll get more juice out of a bend at the 10th on an acoustic than you will at the 15th oftentimes, especially if you don't have strong vibrato. So you'll bend the E string up and let it just drop down at the 15th fret. And then slide from the 10th fret, no, the 8th fret, 2nd string B string to the 10th fret, 2nd string B string. Bend down. Release that actually to the 7th. Go down on it again and then slide up. And I just prefer to do that and then slide into the notes. You come out of that again with that same G bass C7. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it helps you. I hope there's some ideas in there for you in all the waffle that'll grab you and get you rolling and rumbling forward with your life. And let's do some more actual practice stuff next week that might actually be cool. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe. We picked up 30 new subs off the last video, which is a lot of subs for a bloke that's not very good at guitar. I have been playing a long time, but I've self-taught, no lessons, don't know what I'm doing, and it's basically I just know little tricks, little fills, little bits, little boxes, little positions. And I'm going to tell you all I got. All I got, baby. It's what you're going to get. Anyway, look after yourself. Stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.